So something I said yesterday, and I'm going to spend a similar amount of time talking about it today. It's not a requirement. You may decide that actually your brain doesn't seem to work like that, or you'd rather not. But I would highly recommend you take the time to create yourself a synthesis map. This is an example of one for organic synthesis for AS chemistry. It is obviously needs extra stuff in it if you want to make it full for A2. And the other thing I would encourage you to add as well would be names of mechanisms, names of reagents and conditions. There's a whole synthesis for benzene chemistry that you could do with adding in as well. So this one's from AS. I would highly recommend you create your own. Some of the exam boards, there's probably content out that you could purchase or that other people have already made that you could borrow or use and write in your own words or in your own handwriting. But B, some of the exam boards do already have pre-made synthesis maps for you. And what it does is it maps the synthesis of organic molecules. So it shows you if you're trying to get from an alkane to an alcohol, how could you get there? So you could go via a haloalkane, a halogenoalkane, that is, from an alkane to a halogenoalkane to an alcohol. You could go from an alkane to an alkene to a halogenoalkene to an alcohol. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Or you can go from an alkane to an alkene to an alcohol, for example. And having a synthesis map helps you, if you come across a synthesis question that you're not confident with, you can get out your synthesis map and you can visualize the routes from starting reactant A to product D or whatever it is. I do, again, recommend you do it in your own handwriting because your brain finds it easier to recall the stuff in your own handwriting. But I also would recommend you making it yourself because you can add in your own bits of information which help you to memorize it. So sometimes you might see color coordinated ones where every nucleophilic substitution reaction is in one color, every addition reaction is in another color, every elimination is in a different color or whatever. You might see synthesis maps where oxidation is in one color and reduction is in another color, etc. You might see ones where they have, or you might choose to even recognize where the same reagents are being used, or every time you need heat, you might highlight that in a specific color. I just would highly recommend you create a synthesis map that allows you to, instead of remembering whatever it is, 50 different reactions, conditions, reagents, routes, etc. If you only have a pocket full of things to remember, you will find it easier to memorize them. So find ways of linking together the content so you can remember fewer things. If you have, for example, 5 things to remember, but you can link them all together, then that's 1 thing to remember, not 5. It's that principle. So yes, highly recommend you create your own map or find one online and use theirs, copy it, adapt it to yourself, create links that you yourself can see, etc. Okay,